Bridgerton season for begging after the whirlwind events of previous seasons. The ton buzzes with anticipation over the upcoming debutante season. As Lady Whistledown's quill sharpens, eyes turn to Benedict Bridgerton, the next eligible bachelor. From the esteemed family, Benedict, still grappling with his identity and artistic ambitions, is reluctant to conform to societal expectations. Violet Bridgerton nudges him toward courtship, believing it's time he found a wife. Meanwhile, a mysterious and talented newcomer, Lady Sophia Beckett, arrives from the countryside, capturing attention just for her beauty, but her wit and modern ideas. Sophia is introduced as the ward of a distant cousin of the Featheringtons, brought to London after her father's passing. Though she lacks a significant dowry, her fierce independence and unconventional views make her both intriguing and scandalous. Benedict meets Sophia during an art exhibition, surprised to find someone who shares his passion and challenges his thinking. They clash at first, with Sophia questioning his privilege and Benedict feeling provoked yet intrigued. Their chemistry simmers beneath veiled barbs and stolen glances. Lady Whistledown quickly takes note. Eloise, still estranged from Penelope, continues to rebel against society's rigid roles. She befriends a progressive bookshop owner, Miss Ramsay, who introduces her to underground political discussions. Eloise's growing activism causes further concern for her mother and friction within the Bridgerton household. Meanwhile, Colin and Penelope navigate their new marriage with tenderness and tension. Penelope struggles to hide her double life, as Whistledown from her husband, fearing the truth could destroy everything. As the season unfolds, Queen Charlotte announces a surprise mid-season masquerade ball to stir excitement. Sophia receives an invitation, thanks to Lady Danbury's subtle interest in her potential. Dressed in borrowed elegance, Sophia arrives and unknowingly dances with Benedict, both masked and free of social roles. Their connection deepens, though neither realizes the other's identity. When the masks come off, both are startled and delighted by the truth. Their romance begins to blossom, but not without obstacles. Lady Featherington, sensing opportunity in Sophia's rising attention, schemes to position her as a prize for an older, wealthy suitor. She believes a beneficial match could help the Featheringtons reclaim their social standing. Sophia resists fiercely, determined to choose love over status. Benedict offers her secret painting lessons to help refine her talent, sharing long hours and intimate conversations. Whispers of their meetings stir gossip, threatening Sophia's already fragile reputation. Anthony and Kate return from their honeymoon tour of India, bringing with them tales of love and lessons in patience. Kate offers support to Sophia, recognizing the same fire she once possessed. Anthony warns Benedict about the dangers of scandal, reminding him of the family's reputation. Benedict, torn between duty and desire, begins to paint Sophia's portrait in secret, capturing her strength and softness in a way words never could. Their bond intensifies, yet remains unspoken in the eyes of society. At a royal garden party, Eloise publicly defends a maid accused of theft, causing a stir among the aristocracy. Her actions endear her to some and estrange her from others, especially her mother. Penelope grows anxious as the Crown begins scrutinizing the identity of Lady Whistledown again. Colin, unknowingly aiding the investigation, draws dangerously close to discovering the truth. Penelope feels the weight of secrets and contemplates ending her column. Back at the Bridgerton estate, Violet receives a letter from a long-lost suitor, stirring memories of her own passionate youth. She quietly reflects on the parallels between her past and her children's present struggles. Meanwhile, Benedict's relationship with Sophia becomes the talk of the town when an anonymous Whistledown column exposes their late-night lessons. The scandal threatens Sophia's future and Benedict's artistic reputation. Forced to separate, the two retreat into loneliness. Sophia returns to the countryside, believing her London dream to be over. Benedict, miserable without her, unveils his art collection anonymously in a prominent gallery, dedicating the centerpiece to the girl who taught me to see. The gallery's success draws Sophia back to town, moved by the gesture. They reunite in a quiet moment, away from the noise and judgment, and confess their love. Benedict proposes, ready to defy tradition for the sake of his heart. Queen Charlotte, impressed by Sophia's resilience and Benedict's talent, intervenes by hosting a final ball in their honor, subtly restoring their social standing. The ton is divided, but Lady Danbury offers her approval, silencing much of the criticism. Penelope, inspired by the courage of those around her, reveals her identity to Colin in a tearful confession. Though initially hurt, Colin eventually forgives her, recognizing her strength and intentions. Eloise decides to leave London for a while, joining Miss Ramsay on a journey across Europe to study women-led reform movements. Violet supports her with pride, learning to let go of control and embrace the individuality of her children. Anthony and Kate consider starting a family, deepening their bond even more. The Featheringtons face financial collapse again after another investment scheme fails, but Philippa surprises everyone by stepping up with business acumen learned from her husband. Lady Whistledown prints a final column of the season, praising love that defies expectation and hinting at a farewell. Penelope lays down the pen for good, choosing peace over secrets. The column ends with, "To love truly is to live boldly." The Bridgerton family gathers in celebration for Benedict and Sophia's engagement. Laughter, music, and dancing fill the estate, with a sense of unity stronger than ever before. During the engagement preparations, Benedict receives an offer from a prestigious art academy in Paris to study and exhibit his work internationally. Torn between ambition and love, he discusses it with Sophia, who surprises him by encouraging him to pursue his dreams. She insists their love can survive the distance and proposes they marry before he leaves. Their mutual support sets them apart from many young couples. The decision earns them admiration, especially from Violet, who sees her son stepping into his own purpose. Meanwhile, Francesca Bridgerton returns to London with her new husband, but all is not well. Her quiet demeanor hides growing discontent in her arranged marriage, revealing cracks that begin to show during family gatherings. She confides in Daphne, who shares her own struggles with balancing personal desire and social duty. Francesca finds herself drawn to a kind, poetic suitor from her past, setting the stage for a forbidden emotional entanglement. Lady Whistledown hints subtly at this new chapter, planting curiosity among the ton. Elsewhere, Gregory Bridgerton, now a young man on the verge of adulthood, begins to notice the complexities of love around him. He secretly follows Benedict's art journey and is inspired to break from expectations as well. Gregory strikes up a quiet friendship with a clever girl from a working-class family connected to the Bridgertons' household. Though innocent, their bond foreshadows a future love story that could challenge class lines even more dramatically. The seeds of his arc are planted subtly, ready to blossom in seasons to come. In a final emotional twist, Lady Danbury receives troubling news from overseas. Her estranged son has passed away, leaving behind a young daughter under mysterious circumstances. She's faced with the decision to raise the girl herself or send her to distant relatives. Choosing compassion, Lady Danbury takes in the child, bringing new energy and vulnerability to her stern persona. The girl's presence promises to shake up the social order, especially with a secret birthright that could connect her to royal blood. The future of the ton, it seems, is as unpredictable as ever. As the credits roll, a brief scene shows a new mysterious figure arriving in London with ties to the Bridgertons' past, suggesting the next season's romantic entanglement. A familiar tune plays, and Lady Whistledown's voice returns once more. Did you think this was the end, dear reader? Not yet. The curtain closes, but hearts remain open for what's to come.